welcome to Mustangs on Air. We're here talking about college and everyday life. Welcome back, everyone. I hope all of you guys had a great spring break. I'm Cydney Menzik, and I'm here with...
Wynn.
And Brittany Hill.
Woo! So today we're talking about men's and women's health. Some of the things we're going to talk about will be pretty basic and others may get a little personal. But before we get into all that, we all took a quiz before to see how healthy we are. So what were our results, everybody?
Spoiler, we're not.
I don't know. So apparently there were different levels as to like how healthy you could be. And level 1 was the least unhealthy. And I guess, level 2 and level 3, I don't know how high it went. But so I got level 1, which it said that was the least unhealthy. So like the healthiest. I checked off 13 of the 88 options. But honestly, I'm not sure how reflective that is of how healthy I actually am, because honestly, the questions that got me were mostly about things like pizza and stuff, because,
we all know Brendan's a lover of pizza.
Dude, I do. Yeah. Especially like when it's been a bad day. Like I'm not one to always have a bad day and then immediately go to eat something that's bad for me. But like this past Wednesday, it was just not happening for me. And I went to the gym on Monday. So I said, okay, Wednesday, I'm going to get myself like a whole pizza and then I'm going to go get ice cream. And I did just that.
One day at the gym, he's like, pizza and ice cream for a reward.
Honestly, that's true. And this is why I'm not going to see any results. But am I going to change it? Well, probably not.
See, we're the opposite of that. I think Brittany and I are like, we've had a rough day. We're just like, give me a cookie. I need a cookie. I need something.
I deserve this.
I deserve this because our day was awful. All right, Brittany, what were your results?
It's not surprising. I knew I'm a garbage person. I've got 37 out of 88. I mean, yes, I have drank a whole bottle of wine by myself. Yes, I put bacon on things. Yes, I drove instead of walking. I mean, technically, I could walk to class. Do I want to spend that extra time getting up in the morning to walk? No, I do not. So I drive.
You know what? Sometimes it's cold or it's too hot. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm one of those people. If it's too hot, I'm not doing outside activities. I'm staying inside in the AC.
I mean, don't come at me like that, BuzzFeed.
Yeah, they were coming at people with this quiz. They were like, first of all, it was like, have you ever eaten a French fry? Oh, you're unhealthy. Or like, I mean,
did you order dessert? Yes.
Right? Yeah, and I don't know.
The French fries are what got me. I love me some French fries because I was level 2 too. And I'm level 2 on healthiness, but it was the French fries that got me. Other than that, I'm a pretty healthy person on this, eat healthy, not be a human garbage can.
Well, I think part of being healthy is finding a good balance between eating right for yourself, but then also letting yourself have those things that make, people a garbage person. It's fine when it's, I know everyone says this and everyone hears it all the time, but anything in moderation is fine, I think.
And too much of a good thing is a bad thing. If you eat broccoli all the time, then you can get
deficiencies, right?
You get overly amount of vitamin A or vitamin D or vitamin, you can have too much.
I'm not going to have to worry about eating too much broccoli.
And broccoli is good. What's wrong with you? Put some cheese on that bad boy.
It's a little flavorless tree.
Ask me the healthy stuff I did. I drank water yesterday. My favorite vegetable is asparagus. I'm a waitress. I do cardio all day.
Hey, and I mean, I do too. I chase after kids all day. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just need to sit down.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah, Brendan goes to the gym. He's one of those gym rats.
2 days a week. I'm trying to make it 3. If we can get to 3, I'll be just fine.
What do you do at the gym then? Do you do some cardio?
It's a lot of cardio. I'm trying to get into lifting, but lifting's hard and I don't like doing it.
Get them gains. Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like it.
Do you even lift?
I don't like really heavy things. No.
I don't like lifting heavy things, but I'm going to once because summer's around the corner and
Brendan's working on that beach bod.
We're trying.
We're over here, Brittany and I were like, donuts. Yeah. Oh, so yummy.
That sounds so good.
We'll just wear a poncho at the beach. It's fine. Okay, so we have got a segment coming up about myth and facts about healthy things, healthy lifestyle, things like that. We had some interesting questions, and I think one of the biggest ones that we didn't know about was going to the doctor every year for a checkup. What are our thoughts about that?
Okay, so that's a myth. See, I think even though that it tells me it's a myth, I'm still going to do it because I don't trust my body. I don't trust, my body to not just develop something terrible and me not know about it. Because, I've seen every episode of Grey's Anatomy two times forward.
I get so paranoid about that. I'm like, what if I go to the doctor for like the flu and then they like tell me I have stage 4 cancer?
Right? And it's like, if only you'd come in sooner.
Yes.
But like, I'm not trying to go out that way.
This is not Grey's Anatomy. This is
You
not.
don't know that.
Show.
But honestly, doctor appointments are expensive. I went last year for the first time in 5 years, and I don't have health
Brittany.
insurance. No, I had to pay out of pocket, and just to get my blood drawn was $400.
Ooh. Good thing about our situations as college students and being at MSU is that our Vincent Health Center offers everything. I went in and talked to Dr. Williams, and he does everything. His clinic and everything, they do everything. If you need, lady health issues, you're having some lady health issues, come in. They'll take care of it for you. Anything like that. Guys, girls, they do. It's a full service clinic, which is really rare on a college campus.
I wish I had known about that.
Boom, drop some knowledge on you.
Boom.
Like, also on bigger campuses, they have things like that, but students still have to pay for it. Or like they have to pay more for it.
Even our flu shots were free. I got my first flu shot this year for the flu season, and thank God I did, because I got the flu last season and I felt like I was dying for like a full week. And when I get sick, I become the biggest baby in the world, and I'm very mean when I'm sick. So I'm like, leave me alone. But I got my flu shot this year, so lives were spared. There's not mine. That was good. I knew I was gonna pull through it. Okay, so for our health segment, I got to sit down with some guys and gals to see if they could decipher the myths and facts of our everyday health. All right, guys, so I have some questions, some myth or fact questions to see if you can answer them. I have here with me
Washburn.
Halie, Aldridge.
Tyler Manning.
And Samuel Mitchell.
All right, so we got guys and girls, two guys, 2 girls. Let's see who gets the most right. Ready?
Do we have to buzz in?
Is this a team thing?
There is no buzzer.
There's no buzzer.
Well, do we have to or do we just yell out the answers?
You can yell out the answers. It's everyone's opinion. So if you think it's a myth or if you think it's a fact, I want to hear it.
Okay.
I have no
Okay,
fault.
ready?
Just so y'all know, Cydney said she's going to try to trip us up.
Oh yeah, I made these. These are difficult
These
questions.
are trick questions? Oh, God.
A little bit. Okay, ready? First question. Starving yourself can be effective for weight loss. Myth or fact?
Fact.
Myth.
Fact.
Effective doesn't mean healthy.
It can
That's
also
the only
do
way.
It. It can also do it though. Like you can starve yourself.
Yeah, you
People have
obviously,
done it, but
if you don't eat, you're obviously going to lose your weight,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not a
Well,
good
It's
not
thing to
healthy.
do. There's a difference.
Can we all agree on what starving yourself means? Because the keto diet, you restrict a lot, and intermediate fasting is really good for you. And technically, some people think fasting is starving yourself, but it's
When
really
I think
not.
of starving yourself, I just think you're purposely not eating throughout the day.
I think of
That's
bulimic
what I
people.
go with. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, ready?
Well, that's
not
what
a bad
fasting
thing to
is.
Do you want
say.
to know the answer?
Yep.
Yes.
It is a myth. It is not an effective weight loss solution. So your body starts to store your fat because you're not taking in calories to burn.
You do get bloated, super. What were we starved? I couldn't think of the word starved. Super starved kids always get bloated.
That's
Okay.
true.
All right, ready for question number 2?
Yes.
Some of y'all got it right. Ara was right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready?
It's
So
all semantics.
Yeah, it's trick
you have to
questions.
drink 8 glasses of water a day to be healthy.
Fact.
Yes.
Fact.
Fact.
I think it's more, isn't it?
Boom, myth.
What?
What?
Well, wait. How much
We've
is
always
in
been
a
taught
glass?
that.
How many
My
ounces?
doctors
8
have
ounces.
told me this.
Oh,
What?
It's 8 ounces. 8 ounces is a glass of water. So
so
cup.
60. So
A
we're
cup of
talking
water a
64
day?
ounces in this situation. You
So you have
definitely
to
need
eat-
more than
you have to
64
drink
ounces of water.
8
though.
8-ounce glasses of water a day. So 8 times 8 is what?
64.
So you have to drink 64 ounces of water.
You
They
definitely need more than that.
lied.
So there's no need to count cups. Research shows people who gulp a glass of H2O when they're thirsty get enough to stay healthy and hydrated.
So if anytime you're thirsty, just down a cup of water and you're good for the next month.
You're supposed to drink when you're thirsty.
My doctor once told me that you take your body weight and you cut it in half, and that's how many ounces a day you're supposed to be drinking.
I've heard that too. I don't know. There's a calculator or something that you're supposed to use, but
Oh, so you
I'm
know.
a
Why are we having a
Yeah,
separate
like,
conversation?
So it's
I'm
different
like,
for
you know,
everybody then.
The
Yeah.
next scale of things, like the
But still.
astronomical.
I feel like there's way
factors,
too many
but I mean,
separate
it's whatever.
conversations
that's
happening.
big brain
It is.
There's like
Yeah.
1,000 different conversations. I don't know what they're
Smart
talking
boy
about
over
over
here.
there.
Yeah.
Guy stuff.
Rick and
Are we waiting for? What's the next question?
We're waiting for y'all to listen.
We're waiting for the Rick and Morty conversation.
We
to
were
stop.
waiting for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question. If I don't have any symptoms, I must not have a sexually
Yeah.
transmitted infection or an STI.
Myth.
Yeah, that's false.
That has
That's
to be
a-
false.
that's a
That
myth.
obviously that's good. That was a myth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's harder for women sometimes to see and have the symptoms because our organs are on the inside and guys aren't. So
I have.
it's a fact that's kind of some of the issues.
I have a weekly doctor's appointment to check for STIs. Not because I'm that sexually
Oh,
active,
yeah,
but
Sam?
just because I always want to
Sam's
check.
nasty.
I'm always
That's
just checking to see
TMI.
if it just randomly pops up.
And you have a lot
I'm
of
sorry,
money,
but that's
apparently.
really
I
TMI.
Because that
If
costs
you
a
No,
lot.
I
feel the
do
need
it
to
with,
get
like,
checked
the-
once
like
a
the
week,
Walmart
I think
kit.
that you
Oh,
should
okay.
probably
just
be
have my
going to
friend
another
dress up in a
session during
black
that week too.
I think this is taking a little bit of a different turn.
I test every time I go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, that didn't burn.
Oh my god.
TMI, Sam. TMI.
Oh,
Too much
okay.
info.
I don't see any blood.
Why does it smell like that?
All right, ready, Sam? I think you'll enjoy this question.
fun.
Testicular cancer is the leading cancer in men ages 15 to 44.
Myth. Prostate cancer is.
Right, ladies?
I'm
do we
pretty
have
sure.
a-
I don't know. I'm gonna say
I
myth.
didn't know there was a
Yeah.
say
difference.
myth? Tyler, do you gotta get a myth or a fact in there?
I say bone cancer.
That's not a myth or a fact. That's just a word.
Okay,
Cancer's in your
it is a
butt.
fact. Okay,
Oh.
testicular cancer
Oh,
is the
yeah.
leading cancer
Oh, it is.
in men ages 15 to 44.
Ball so hard, testicular cancer.
God.
Oh Jesus!
Are you gonna have to take that out?
It's staying in, baby. Hanging everything, baby.
That makes sense though. I figured it was either that or prostate.
I was
like,
actually really surprised because I
Because
don't
like
know.
how women have like
Yeah.
mammograms, we
Yeah.
get checked for prostate cancer like that once we reach a certain age.
Yeah, that
I
age is
haven't yet.
40.
40?
40, you get your first prostate exam, you get up the butt.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't gotten that yet.
How can we start that earlier?
Sam is like, I am ready. When is my doctor's
I slip a
appointment?
20
He
to
looks
the doctor
forward
like,
to this.
how about we start at 30?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
God.
Our next one. This is a more female question. All right. It is recommended that girls first see a gynecologist between the ages of 13 and 15. Myth or fact?
What's that?
Myth.
Yeah.
Lady doctor. A gynecologist is a lady doctor.
I know you're supposed to go when you turn 21, but
Yeah.
I haven't really heard before that. 13 to 16 seems really young, but I don't know.
But
So-
you seem really young.
It seems really young. However,
That's
they
when
don't
puberty
do
starts,
a
so-
pap smear until
yeah.
age 21.
So
So at 21,
Yeah.
you get your first pap
Yeah.
smear, but at 13 to 15, you're really supposed to go because they do a lot of other things. They answer questions. That's usually when a lot of girls get their first periods and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so it's actually recommended, but they don't have their first. It's called like a pelvic exam or anything like that until 21.
Did you see the killing of a sacred deer?
All right.
Gotta wait for all
Whenever
that
she's like,
excitement.
I had my first period. She just said it.
She just
What is wrong with these boys? I
from a
chose the
movie.
wrong
That's a
two
movie.
boys.
Wow,
It's a
guys, we thought y'all could
movie.
be
we
mature.
reviewed it on the newscast. You can go watch Imaging Newscast and watch the film review section. at the
We're
end.
not plucking
Yeah.
other shows on my show. This is Cydney's show.
It's an Imaging show.
Okay. All right, ready? Next question is vigorous activity for at least 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, provides health benefits to the heart, lungs, and circulatory system. Myth or fact?
Vigorous activity.
Yeah,
What
what,
does
what
that
kind of
mean?
vigorous
Yeah.
activity?
Mine never lasts for 30 minutes. We're cutting that one.
They're cutting nothing.
We chose the wrong two guys. They were like, we'll do it. They were too eager.
I feel
We're
like
going back and forth on these sex questions, though. We need a
Like
a definition of vigorous activity.
Okay, so
Like
I would
working
think
out?
vigorous.
Video games.
Yes, vigorous is where
My
at
thumbs
least
are
you
vigorously
get a
moving
little
on the-
decline.
So like exercising.
Like exercising, vigorous
Jump rope,
activity,
basketball.
Yeah, I
jump
feel like-
rope.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know,
Fact.
What's the
walking.
question?
That
It's
is
like
a
30
fact.
minutes for
Okay.
like 4 days a
You
week.
need
Fact.
to work out.
Fact, yes, you need to have some activity, some
What if-
vigorous activity. Okay, so we have our last question. This is a good one. I'm pretty sure that all this will stump a lot of you guys. You have to go to the doctor for a yearly exam each year.
Bi-yearly.
You
have
don't
to go
have to,
twice.
No, you have to go
Myth.
yearly.
That has to be.
It's a yearly
You don't have
thing.
to go to make sure you're healthy.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's recommended that you go twice a year, I think.
Ready?
You can take your
Or
break.
wait, wasn't it 6 months?
That's what bi-yearly is, Tyler. 6 months is bi-yearly.
Well, they want
Is that what
your
you said?
money for one.
No, I said yearly. You have to go to the
Oh.
doctor
And
yearly
I'm
for a
saying
checkup.
because you have to go
That's
buy.
what they
You have to
I
go
did.
buy
think it's
yearly.
6 months.
Okay, so it is a myth, but it's a myth because you don't have to go for a yearly checkup at all.
I was right.
Unless there's something wrong, you usually don't go to the doctor.
If they care about your health, they give you herbs.
So Halie, are you into the herbs?
She's very much into the herbs.
See, I go to the store and buy essential oils, and that's my doctor.
Well, apparently Tyler slathers lavender oil on him to keep himself healthy.
Instead
Lavender
of
oil smells so
Essential
good.
oils?
Yeah.
instead of vaccines, I just get some peppermint.
Peppermint smells so good.
I always
does.
like whenever my kid gets like a wound or something, you just throw some dirt on it and you just slap it until it feels better. So
That's how it makes it hurt
gonna
some
be
more.
great
So you like
parents.
slap it till it goes numb, and then like if it's like too deep, you can just like saw it off. But I mean, other than that, you just let them.
Did your dad do that to you?
No, I didn't saw anything off.
I just wondering because
Battlefield amputations need to come back.
Oh my goodness, really? Okay, all right. I think we've gone long enough. That was my last question, and thank God for it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're not gonna do
Boys.
any health discussion. We were just doing
What?
a little
That's what I was
quiz.
gonna ask. Do you have anything else to say, gentlemen? Considering you are so talkative.
I feel like a lot of guys need to be reminded. Wear some goddamn deodorant.
That is very true. Take care of yourself. Establish a morning routine.
Personal hygiene.
Like there's some people I just walk by and I'm like, you really just don't get it, do you?
Yeah.
Like, you just flat out stink.
Don't wash your hair every day.
Hey, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. Don't judge me. My
That's
hair is
true.
washed today. That's
Does
just
that-
because I
I-
didn't wash it yesterday.
I've heard that's different though. Like guys kind of are, but girls don't have to just because we have different hair.
no.
I don't
think you have
wash my
different
hair.
hair?
Well,
every
no,
day.
no. I mean, like some people have different hair. Like some people have like thicker hair. some
Sam,
people have
do
thin
you even
hair.
watch
No.
Queer Eye?
No, I don't.
No, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to wash your hair like every other day, and then for different like ethnicities and stuff like that, it's a little more spaced out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I said don't wash it every day.
I feel
Just a
weird showering
blanket
and not
statement.
washing my hair though.
Yeah, it is. It is weird, but
It's the
it helps
fastest
the
showers
oils,
ever.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Don't be stinky.
I take showers.
Literally, don't be stanky.
Don't be stanky. Thank you guys for being here and participating, even though it got a little strange.
No problem, Cydney.
Thank you guys for tuning into our health podcast. Here are the events coming up this weekend. On Friday, April 12th, the University Jazz Ensemble at 12 p.m. is in Aiken Auditorium. Men's and women's tennis against Dallas Baptist is at 2 p.m. on the tennis courts at MSU. Clark Student Center pool tournament from 4 to 6 p.m. is in Clark Student Center. Softball against UT Permian Basin at 6 p.m. on the softball fields. Festival of student-produced one-act plays are at 7:30 in the B. Wood Studio Theater, and the University Jazz Ensemble plays again at 12:30 p.m. in Aiken Auditorium. On Saturday, April 13th, softball against UT Permian Basin is at 1 and 3 p.m. on the softball fields. Women's tennis is against Texas A&M Kingston at 2 p.m. on the tennis courts. The 31st annual Maroon and Gold Spring football game is at 6 p.m. at Memorial Stadium. The Festival of Student-Produced One-Act Plays is again at 7:30 p.m. in the B. Wood Studio Theater. And then on Sunday, April 14th, the Symphonic Band at 4 p.m. is at Aiken Auditorium.